Welcome to Joseph Mtonga YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and share. We continue with our series in ordinary level biology. Last time when we met, we looked at introduction to biology. We looked at the meaning of biology, characteristics of living things, branches of biology, and the importance of biology in our daily life. Okay. Now, when we talk of life, the question that maybe should be asking is, where does life begin? And most likely, I think some of you will say that life begins in a cell. And you know very well that a cell is a basic unit of life. And in today's lesson, we are going to look at the cell. And we are going to look at two major cell types, animal and the plant cell. As I mentioned earlier on, a cell is defined as the basic unit of life. And also, when it comes to growth patterns, we say that a cell is a building block for complex living organisms. So you and me are made up of a block of cells. It's more or less like when you are building a house, you have bricks which pile on top of each other. So the bricks of our body are cells. And as I've said, we are going to look at plant and animal cells. On the board here, we have these two types of cell. On my far left, you have the animal cell. And on my far right, you have the plant cell. And already you can see the difference between these two cells. Okay, and when you look at the cell there, I've labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5, the component parts. Number 1, that is the nucleus. The nucleus is the control center of a living organism. It's the control center, and it controls all the activities of the body. And then you have the membrane, this one here and that one here, number 2. The membrane is the boundary of the cell. And in both the plant and the animal cell, the membrane is differentially permeable. That means it allows certain things to pass through, and others are not allowed to pass through. Then number 3, you have the cytoplasm. In both cases, this is the cytoplasm. Okay, the cytoplasm is a fluid, and in some literature, they say it contains about 80% water. Okay, so it contains some dissolved substances, and that is a fluid in which all chemical processes in the cell takes place. Then you have the one which is only found in the plant cell. You have the cell wall, this one here, the cell wall, which gives the shape, a regular shape to a plant cell. Okay, and it's made up of cellulose. Okay, the cell wall is freely permeable. It can allow everything can pass through the cell wall. Okay, and this cell wall is the one which makes a plant cell rigid. Okay, then in the center there, where you see this big, more or less like something which is empty, but it contains fluid, which is cell sap, is the vacuole. Okay, in a plant cell, we have the vacuole, which is permanent. Unlike in animal cell, we have temporary vacuoles. Okay, and again, for plant cell, the vacuole mostly is a storage structure, and most of the things are stored after metabolism. When reactions are taking place, most of the materials are collected in the vacuole there, forming what is known as the cell sap. So that is about animal and the plant cell. And in the next lesson, we are going to look at how how cells develop. And finally, as the homework, I want you to just go looking at the diagram. I want you to go and list the differences between plant and animal cell. Thank you very much for your viewership. Once again, don't forget to like and share. I'm your host, Joseph Rajam Tonga. Thank you.